and this could be our last meeting as of for this semester. All right, so I still owe you one more topic that is concerning topic 8 is e-commerce. And e-commerce, let me share you, right? Hold on, the slide. As far as concerned for e-commerce here is that it's nothing new, right? If you have gone through your marketing, you know very well, right? More or less what is e-commerce, electronic commerce, we call that. And speaking on this e-commerce here, let me hide the video for a while because a bit slow later on. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, done. Hang on for a while. Okay, it's not enlarging. It's okay. No mind. It's okay now. It's okay. All right. Back those days, I remember when you're taking up your history class, right? The first trade ever done physically, where there's no monetary value and things like that. That a trade system, barter trade has taken place in Malaysia back during Zaman Melaka. Right now, gradually, when the industry start to boom, in industry 3, industry 2, now we are in IR4, concerning, right? This e-commerce become more or less they're enhanced, right? Enhanced to a certain level. We call it cyber security today, right? We start to use cyber security, cloud computing, all these transactions could be taken place with the big data and so on. Now, once again, I'd like to share with you, right? What is electronic e-commerce here, right? Commerce is kind of a transaction that's involved in the business perspective as an entrepreneur, right? As far as concerned, entrepreneur is a Greek French word. We call it a Greek. Is a word that is associated within the buyer and seller. So you need a transaction, could be from physical point of view or could be through online, right? Basically, when we speak about e-commerce, electronic is more on integrating internet adoption, where you have this online transaction that have taken place, right? So there are four quadrants that we're going to look today, right? Okay, let me share with you now. All right. Okay, that's it. Today's class, I'm going to emphasize a lot on inventory tracking, all right, inventory reduction, as well as the e-procurement, right? So we're going to look on this few area that is concerning on inventory. E-commerce is quite big scope, it's quite large. So we are looking from the inventory point of view today. Okay, before that, we need to know what is the generally why it is, right? How the types of e-commerce transaction has taken place. In fact, if you look back all these four, right? The most focus now we are looking at the first three. That is business to business, right? Business to customer and customer to business. But C2C is from customer, that means speaking about online transaction within the customer. So we're not going to look from that point of view, right? So business to business. What could be the example that you're looking from this, all right, area, right? As far as concerns supply chain management. Okay, again, I'm touching on the supply chain management from the upstream level. Upstream level yang kita sebut upstream ialah dekat bahagian pembekal, supplier and the manufacturer. Now, business, see, supply called as business. Manufacturer also involved in business. That's the reason business to business. Okay, what kind of e-commerce that, all right, support, right? How this online will support these two type of party here. One is supplier and manufacturer. You'll learn this in topic 5 when you're speaking about forecast order, right? Naturally, this forecast order quantity information must be channeled to supplier. All right, so you have used various technique, that is all sort of techniques. Now you have those figure data. This data, now you want to share this information supplier, right? based on the lead time given by the supplier, something could be 2 months or 1 month. These are the quantity that need to secure raw material. Right? So you're channeling, right, using forecast order quantity be channeled to them. At the same time, you're making an official commitment, a binding contract through purchase order. You learn this in the MRP purchase order, whereby, right, these are the quantity definite that you need to purchase from the supplier, and supplier will accept, right, with due diligence through online transaction. That is through EDI system, electronic data interchange. Let me repeat this, right? B2B, as far as concerned, when you're concerning supplier, is electronic data interchange, or we call as EDI system. Right, this one normally, conventionally, those days I remember I normally post by post laju, right? A post, but then nowadays you can do this with this split of second. The supplier able to receive the order confirmation from the manufacturer through EDI system. Signatory not required for this case here because there's no document. It's a paperless, right? So it's more like a green, so they accept the order confirmation. And this we can call as electronic procurement, e-procurement, right? As I've seen just now, the first slide, e-procurement through EDI system has been taken place. Now, on top of that, we're still speaking from this B2B point of view, business to business, manufacturing, right? They need to know when this item supposed to deliver. So you have those information through MRP system, right? This item supposed to receive from this period 1 or period 2. You have known that information. This thing you need to track. Track means you need to monitor them. So this is where the inventory tracking is required. Inventory tracking is required. So from this aspect here, right? Right? How do you track this inventory that these items have been received at warehouse? Right? One of the way now we are gauging the latest IR4, right? We are speaking. I think most of you have heard about this RFID, radio frequency identification, right? RFID normally, right? When you scan, you're able to, right, display in the system, or could be from the MRP. You're able to keep track when this item is received. It's a real-time information of our inventory tracking, right? So this from the point of the manufacturer and the supplier, all right? Okay, let me stop here. Do you have any question you'd like to ask me? Sebarang soalan? Any question, guys? I'm waiting. Sebarang soalan? No question, no question, guys? No, right. So that is from the business to business, right? Lucky this topic does not calculation, it's more theory concept, right? For the last couple semester, you have a question on this topic 8, right? If you have some time, get through, just look for it. As of last semester, I think there's one concerning inventory tracking, right? So hold on for a while, something is not right. Why? All right, can you see the PowerPoint? Is the PowerPoint display? All right, thank you, Junwei. Thank you. Okay, all right, okay, that is from B2B, yeah? Now, we are looking for the next one is the B2C, right? Business to customer. Now, business to customer, I think you have seen that like through online retailing, right? So that is from the aspect from online retailing. Also, we can speak from the supply chain point of view. That's where you involve retailer, right? Retailer to customer, right? So retailer to customer, something when you place an order, right? Place an order, then they need to know, right? When the customer needs to know to keep track, right? Whatever they have placed, how long it takes to receive, where is the disposition of the goods? Is it in the warehouse, or could be at the transit area, the logistics service provider, and so on, right? So we need that kind of online transaction could be taken place. Now, from the business to customer perspective, what you have gone through, I think most of you heard about this, right? I think I heard this from my wife also about Lazada, right? So this way the customer to customer, I think I'm not keen on that. So you're speaking from how you have purchased some of this item, how you're able to keep track. But same approach could be seen from the aspect from the manufacturing itself. When manufacturing direct to the all those channel, right? Distribution channel, you have local distribution channel, right? You have a regional, right? Using the DRP system, remember? Distribution requirement planning. This is where you have those online tracking, right? So, but then this is from the aspect where you believe that, right? The retailer could be the customer to the wholesale of the manufacturing. Right. It doesn't mean, right? It doesn't mean a retailer could be business point of view is also considered as the customer from the manufacturer point of view, right? So this we call as indirect customer. It's not direct customer, right? So then you need to know the online movement of the goods upon production has taken place through the DRP request, then it been placed to the all these warehouse concerning regional warehouse, distribution channel warehouse, right? And the replenishment has taken place or not, right? There's another thing that it may concern is that like 7-Eleven, right? 7-Eleven is a business center. It's true enough, right? But then when speak about those replenishment stock, I think you heard about they are considered indirect customer, right? When considering some of those wholesale they're sending like Gardenia groups, right? All those eggs they are sending in, right? When you classify that, that could be from the indirect customer point of view. So that could be one. Now, what you're seeing, there could be two versions. One indirect customer, one is direct customer, where you are the person who consume and use, right? So that is from the in online retailing point of view. Okay, anything else that I missed here? All right. Another thing that you may concern here is that when business to see, right? You ask your papa, mama, whoever I mean having a car, right? Right, those have car is sending for service center, so you have appointment has taken place, all could be done through online as well, right? Business to customer. Now, how about inventory perspective? That is more on general perspective. How about inventory itself? Business to customer. All right. So now from business to customer, right? When speak of online retailing, do they provide, right, the number of stock available that you're able to reach out the customer, that these are the quantity they have, right? They're able to channel the customer. If we're speaking about indirect customer, yes, this kind of fulfillment information will be given to the indirect customer, but not for direct customer. You not know about that, right? Okay, now customer to business survey monkey. That survey monkey means questionnaire, right? Okay, something like we are speaking about a new product launch, right? A new product launch. Okay, like iPhone, a kind of product launch, a car, right? So they need to know the features, right? Some feedback in terms of design. This is from the marketing point of view, but from the inventory point of view, all right? From the inventory point of view, how this survey monkey, right, will help the business. Now, they know that, all right, we're speaking about on-time delivery. On-time delivery, when for the customer, it's become a rule of thumb. It said that whoever delayed a good, I mean, they were speaking about delaying a good, no doubt you have some stock due to transport issue here, it become a norm to customer, right? This is a very poor service, right? No doubt you have those inventory figure, right, at the business point of view. So we need kind of feedback from the customer, not in terms of the design itself, it's also from the inventory point of view. All right, is this stock they have promised to deliver but yet to receive? So that's where the indirect customers start to set a complaint, especially the retailer. right? So the retailer make a complaint to the business, especially the counterpart like the distribution channel or the manufacturing, because it set a precedent as such 2 months lead time, but then there could be a due to service provider delay. This might apprehend of dissatisfaction as a customer per se, right? Number two, there's an issue concerning uh, malfunction malfunction of that product or the services due to poor services. Number two, this could be the issue of defect claimed by the customer that immediate replacement, immediate services is required. This could be done through online feedback, right? So that is from the customer to business perspective. As all, right, EC2C, I'm not going to explain much on this. It's not concerning inventory, but the more focus is B2B, B2C, and C2B as for now. All right. Okay. I'd like to put a stop here. Do you have any question you'd like to ask me? Sebarang soalan? Hi guys. Today could be my last question back to you. After that, I'll be seeing you back in your final exam. All right. Do you like to you have any question you'd like to ask me? Sebarang soalan? Tak ada lah. If none, let's take a rest 2 minutes. Right? Take a rest for 2 minutes. 2 minit saja. Thank you. Okay, all right. Welcome back. Okay, now we are coming to the next lineup, part of your e-commerce that focus more on procurement and inventory tracking as well as warehouse. Now, let's talk about procurement. I guess most of you are planning to take up this purchasing module soon, right? This will be touching more on this procurement aspect. Now, what is procurement? Procurement is right. We are speaking about Asian part of you, right? There are two, right? It falls under the custody of purchasing. Under purchasing, there are two. That is sourcing. Sourcing that means you're getting a new supplier. On top of that, you have this procurement where you need to keep track, right? What do you mean by keep track here? You need to keep track the vendor that they have received the purchase order and they're supposed to deliver, right? As promised, it could be based on lead time, 2 months or 1 month. And this thing need to be tracking. We need to keep track because we cannot trust 100% from the vendor that they're going to send it exactly on time. So as far as concerned, most organizations, they have this one section we call as procurement division, right, to monitor and to do the sourcing of the new suppliers. All right. I remember 30 years ago, we don't have this kind of such privilege, right, services where all these things done through a lot of documentation, all right, and a lot of high costs involved, especially ordering costs increase here. Right, as far as gone now with the internet, developed somewhere in 90s, early late of 90s. Now this become much more apprehend and handy to us, right? To speed up the order process, and this could be tracked through online. This is where you have this electronic procurement get into placing, right? So electronic procurement is not the order given to them or the forecast order quantity information is given to them as well, right? It's also on top of that to see that there's a win-win situation where the delivery has taken place within the stipulated time and the correct destination, right? So one of the area that I spoke to you just now is the EDI system, electronic data interchange, where a kind of software where you're able to transmit the ID document like purchase order to the supplier and they acknowledge within split of second, right? Signatory is not required. So from there, right, there could be a lot of executive level, like you guys one day, if you are attached to the purchasing department, you be, right, keeping track all those vendors. Imagine, you see, you have 100,000 raw material, packs of raw material, many, you have tons of suppliers. So all these things, right, they need to employ special people to overlook, right? So through the system, you're able to keep track. I remember those days when I was in charge in 5 years, we need to do this kind of work before to keep track, to ensure that they deliver on time, right? If you are, let's say, right, you have neglected somewhere or other in your responsibility to manage or keep track, right, the supplier might take advantage to delay. When there's a delay, line will affect. So all this tracking need to be done through e-procurement system, right? If the purchase order received, cleared, completed, all these things need to be done through e-procurement, right? It's not confining from tracking itself, also the ordering process as well, right? Okay, that is from the e-procurement. Let's we go to inventory tracking now. Okay, this I'm not interested, right? Okay, how do you track inventory stock, right? Now, you know that warehouse, there are 5 basic functions, warehouse. One is the receiving area. Let me repeat this again. Receiving process taking place at the receiving corner, all right? There's one platform for that. On top of that, you have second is the put away, where between the storage and the receiving, there's one section of put away where the quality control get involved to pass the goods, right, to make sure that it's in good order. One been verified and validated, and this item will go to the next channel where the storage have taken place, right? All these things you need to keep track. You see that the time you receive, based on purchase order, you receive, right? What happened is that the clerical overlooked some document is not been entered. So the purchaser has keep track along the way, procurement side. Said the part has received, but then the system has not been entered. So how to avoid, all right, this slow, right, delay in entry process is all done by the human, right? Due to human imperfection could be one of that, all right, carelessness, one of that. So one of the way is to introduce RFID technology. RFID technology, a kind of a software where, right, through a special barcode system, right, you kind of you scan immediately, right, you will immediately, right, a real-time information in the MRP system will be displayed, right? Part A received within split of second, you're able to know the quantity received. This is much more to avoid any unnecessary error, right? Or discrepancy done by the entry clerk and so on, right? So this could be from the angle of receiving, from the angle, right? From the angle of put away where the QC, right? Start to check. So we know where actually the disposition of the item, the movement of item could be known as well. Third, right? Now we need to know is the item is at the locality. That means there's a storage. The third function of warehouse is a storage area. Is it in the correct location? Is it where is the location actually located as well? All right. What is the number of carton received? How many pallet being received? All these things could be able to keep track through RFID technology. But not many companies have invested in such technology. But in conventional method, all right, normally received, verified by people, verified by QC, then send over to the storage area. When the time comes, on top of that, when the time comes, right, when you want to supply to production, also that's requirement inventory through MRP input as well, right? Okay, all these things here that require a lot of system support, right? System support. Okay, okay, now that is more from e-commerce point of view. Let's talk, right? What is happening now once you're out one day in the industry? Now we're speaking about fourth industrial, 4IR, fourth industrial revolution. The first, I think you have, I just sent it to you, right? The first you heard about back many years, towards the 18th century, where do you have this mechanical, right? Steam engine like a train. Those days, I think they use all those charcoal, right? That time, I think there's not much of production. It's more on a textile kind of things, sort of thing. That's the second towards the 19th century, towards 19, right? There, whereby you can see all those mass production have taken place. Then you have those car, right? The first car, do you know about Henry Ford? These are the mass production have taken place. That's where you have a long journey of this input and output, right? But then that time we don't have any electronic base and so on, right? The third, right, we are looking on electronic, where the introduction of the computer integrated and so on comes in without the internet. But the internet gradually started to introduce somewhere in 1995. That was the first invention, the latest invention had taken place by then. Right, but gradually, right, with the George Squads, he's from a German guy, just coined, right, this 4IR, 4. Today we call it fourth industrial revolution. We are looking from the few paradigm, all right, few parameter here. There's one is artificial intelligence. I guess someone if interested, maybe can join the workshop. I'm not mistaken tomorrow, right? Right, if you have some time, maybe to think about it, because now you're going to face this sooner or later. These are the challenges, right? Are we going to have reduction of manpower, or are we going to maintain the same manpower? All right. So it depends. It depends the company, all right? So artificial intelligence is one of the Buatan Cerdas in Bahasa Malaysia. Then this kind of how you're able to enhance productivity level, all right? Okay, number two, I think you heard, but now we are speaking about inventory tracking. Okay, now this is the area I want to really zoom in for IR. All right, big data, BIGDATA. This is very important for you to know. Big data, because why? We are not speaking about 100 types of raw material. It could be more than six figure, 100 over 1,000. And this thing, we need a huge data to upkeep and maintain. Those days, I remember in your PC, you need to archive the data, right? Archive, and you need more, right, memory to stock up, right? So to store up this, you need more. But then when you speak about big data, yeah, so we need this kind of, right, engagement of what? Cloud computing, right? So what is cloud computing comes in? Why this big data and cloud computing comes into picture now in IR4, right? Okay, now this company, let's say, MNC company located in Japan, and they have various octopus spread their legs or spread their wings to across global. Could be in Malaysia, Indonesia, Europe, and so on. But there are some common raw material, raw material being shared into various various type of product, right? Some branches, maybe in Malaysia, is shortage. they need to check some of the other branches in global, do they have stock? This could be done through inventory tracking, through mobilized it. Now I think they start to use they're still using this SAP or Oracle, MRP or ERP system, all right? So through this cloud computing, what mean by cloud? Cloud right? Let's say for instance, Europe counterpart, all right? There's one area, Europe, where they channel all those information into one specific data. And it be networked direct to maybe in Malaysia to Indonesia, right? They're able to network this thing. This is something like neuron system in our brain, so you start to connect it. So this able to see more bigger picture of data or inventory tracking have taken place, right? So that's the engagement of this. Now the third one, I'm not saying is IoT, Internet of Things, right? Internet of Things, IoT. Okay, okay. Now you have a device, you have an internet, you have a machine. All right, you have an internet, you have a device. Device means some right handphone. Okay, let's talk about laptop or handphone. One of that device. You have internet, you have the machine. All right, machine. Right, in warehouse you have something like a forklift. Right, those days I remember forklift normally you have petrol based, gas, but nowadays, right, you have seen forklift now they're using, right. We call this AGV, right? Automated vehicle, automated guided vehicle. With that handphone, you're able to keep track. With that, right? Let the forklift to load and unload could be done, right? To proper scanning, they do that. Hanger concept, hanger concept means is that some supplier, right, not allowed to go to the warehouse. They put into a specific area where they carton with a special barcode system where RFID able to go to the designated storage area. There are some companies start to do that. Hanger system, we call that. This is part of the Internet of Things now, right? IoT. You see now we are in the cyber, right? Physical security, yeah. CPS, I think we are more on IR4 now. I remember after later on when I'm retired, I need to make sure that I keep abreast, right, with your new technology and new information. You very much useful, huh? You guys especially, you to do a lot of reading on that as well, right? Big data, IoT, right? Artificial intelligence. But for you guys, for inventory tracking, it's good to know IoT, all right? Big data and cloud computing, okay? Okay, when we speak artificial intelligence, you can see the workforce could be all those storekeeper could be replaced by this kind of people, all right? I'm not sure. You may ask me, sir, is it robotic? Right? Those say, I remember 30 years ago, there's a robotic, it's true enough. But then now we're speaking artificial intelligence where you have the engagement of these three devices using the cybersecurity deployment. All right. So RFID is still in place. I think you heard about RFID like those touch and go. Something similar with that. But then we're speaking of warehouse process, you're able to speed up the entry process, right? We're speaking about management of material handling, where the movement of item could be speed up as well, and based on the real-time saving. Okay. Yeah, talk too much already. Did I miss anything else? Okay. Okay, let me see. This one not you has gone through earlier. Did I miss anything else? All right. Put away, picking, packing, shipping. I think it's not necessary. All right, done. Just in time, I think you've done. But the system, yeah, as I said, inventory tracking, right? Every hourly you receive this item. How do you know that the item be received is done through receiving through RFID technology? You're able to speed up entry process. Right? Okay. Think nothing much here. Think. Right. Okay, guys. Right, that's the end of your BJTNK 3033, right? So semester A242, I've done my part. Now the time has come, right, for you, right, to be tested somewhere in July, what, 6th, right, July 6th, right? Okay, let me wrap up the topic 1 to topic 7, topic 8 we have done today. Okay, topic 1, basically we have gone through the introduction. What is inventory management all about? As far as concerned, inventory is not equal to stock. Not equal. I think I spell out a quantified number, and you have this SKU, part number, right? So this falls as inventory. Inventory means it's a, right? You have stock and with the quantity, you have to be planned, right? So if you're talking about stock alone, it is not inventory. You have to understand that, huh? So managing inventory, see the word manage inventory here, we are speaking planning. You need to know when to order, how many to order, when to deliver, how many safety stock need to be kept. All these are management, right? Planning, leading, organization, control. You remember the function of management, planning and control, right? Okay, so you need to keep track. All these things could be done from the inventory management itself, right? And inventory, it falls under warehouse management. Warehouse is the custodian to safeguard all this inventory, especially stock, those have figure, right? Data. Okay, and you need a proper system to support that as well. That's where you learn ERP, MRP, and SAP software. All right. Okay. Then we have gone through ABC analysis. Right. ABC analysis. I think you know what A, B, C stand for. All those high value item where you need to control. Right. You really need to control exactly precise quantity come in, not to have excess stock. Right, because it's high value. Right. C is low value, so you that necessary not to control. Right. You can bring as many as you can. Right. So that is ABC, yeah, all about, and you have advantages there, advantage of inventory. We have gone through all those things there. Then the second topic too is concerning all those techniques, EOQ and POQ. What makes them different within these two, right? Economy order quantity. Economy order quantity is, right, they have one quantity we call optimal quantity or the minimum order quantity, where you have the minimum cost. And this total inventory cost, right, the formula is ordering costs plus what? Carrying costs. Okay, you know that very well. Pretty. So this falls under the variable cost, right? It's not a fixed cost, it's a variable cost. And total inventory cost here, we need to control because it may the company. That's why you need to manage the inventory well, right? So this EOQ is only confined consumption item, high consumption item, right? High demand. You need to know that because once you're going industry, definitely going to ask you, right? How been taught in you're not sure about this. EOQ is only confined high usage, right? High demand. It's not for those, right? Mod product die off and so on. All right. Okay. Then after that, you know that as the time goes, when the demand drops, now the production start to ideal. Now they don't solely depend on supplier. So they diverted. They start to find a strategy in order to make sure that they still able to sustain and maintain, right? So one of the way they are looking at to procure, to produce their own raw material, produce. So that's why you've been introduced to POQ, right? PQM, production quantity model, right? So the difference within these two is that EOQ confined to supplier, POQ confined to in-house production. And only thing the difference is that you have POQ, you have this daily demand rate and production rate. You must know that. Production rate, the small p here, is that concerning whereby production rate is more or less that the standard capacity to produce a raw material in a day, whereby at the same time, there's a gradual consumption. That's where the D comes in, daily demand. So all these things, the formula more or less the same, only except 1 minus D over P. I think you know about that. Maximum inventory level, average inventory level, reorder point, all right? So you should know more or less, these are the basics, all right? You should know, all right? Then third, topic 3, we're concerning on discount model, where we start to introduce the cost or the purchasing cost, right? This falls under the fixed costs. So you have total inventory cost, ordering, carrying, plus purchasing costs. All right. So you have the discount model based on the range of quantity with a specific price range, right? Not all price range. If the now you've been taught, right? Step 1 is that first we need to find the optimal quantity. From here, you need to go for the next level to find the lowest cost. This could be your choice to go with a discount model because you're taking the opportunity, supplier giving this discount model to you, a discount rate to you. So you want to grab. So the next step comes in. If the second level, the third level is still lowest, you're not allowed to do that. You're forbid to do that. So you stop under the next level only. Always remember that, huh? Right? Done with our discount model. Fourth, we came with the safety stock, right? Safety stock is speaking about probability here, right? What are the chances based on service level? 95% or 5%, 98% or 2%. 95% confidence level to show that the current stock is right more or less does not affect production. Based on normal distribution. The Z, remember? I remember 95% is should be one Z should be 1.65. Right? So I remember 1.65. So this 1.65, we're going to use this for the new reorder point, where you have basic reorder point plus the safety stock. So the graph will be slightly improved further. So safety stock here, you're not allowed to use. Okay, I spoke that many times. It's only used when there's a rainy time. Bukan hujan, right? Maksud when critical moment, when there's a delay by the suppliers. So you may even consider to use the current safety stock to avoid any unnecessary stoppage of production, right? So you need to know how to calculate those safety stock, how to calculate the reorder point, all sort of things. You've been taught in your topic 3 before. On I think we are in the topic marginal and profitability, right? Right. So we have gone through this again, right? So I don't need to recap, just we have gone through last previous class. The Q and D, your Q is the quantity in the warehouse. Then you have the demand, able to fulfill the current demand. What is the stock that you have? Anything Q more than D. So your profit margin could be calculated from the D point of view, right? So you have loss as well. That is from the short-term analysis, like for example, like newspaper, right? No value at all. So you want to safeguard this kind of thing, we need to make some basic assumption. What is the probability that you're not going to lose, right? So you need to measure that as well, right? Okay, eventually we're coming to topic 5. We have gone through forecast. Forecast basically concerning technique, right? Projection, where you have learned all those 5 various technique. That is from naive approach, right? Time series analysis. Naive approach, what else more? Simple moving average, weightage moving average, exponential smoothing, and you have this causal relationship. That's where the linear regression start to take place. So this forecast quantity is very important because forecast and actual. Forecast must be close to actual. So which technique give you a better margin of accuracy? That's where you measure another technique, forecast error technique. Forecast error technique will give you a margin whereby the lesser the error shows your level of accuracy improve, right? So 100 minus forecast error. So you have done this in your group project. I remember question section B, right? Forecast error. You should have been restored your MAP, I'm not mistaken, should be 17 point something, right? 82 point something, all right? So again, I'd like to let you know, I fully marked your group projects, right? No one scored anything less than 10 out of 15, good written report, right? I'll try to give you more than 10 to 15, within that range, right? So it's quite good, I think so, more or less. Okay, then your presentation, no one get anything less than 3, right? So I try my level best within 3 to 5. Yeah, your marks over there. So all at the end, if you're speaking about out of 20%, you're getting more than 15 out of 20, right? You're in a safe zone now, okay? I hope you're happy with that. Okay, now, the announcement of your carry mark will be done this coming Wednesday, right? Let me go through again. I'll make sure there's no defect in my entry as well. So I need to properly check that, right? So if I see your total mark mostly at the range 45 upon 60 and above. No one, I think less than 45, I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, right? We hope for the best. All right, okay, done your topic 5. What else did I miss some more? In topic 5, we have spoke about forecast error technique. What are those? Right? Mean absolute deviation, MAD, mean squared error, and MAPE, mean absolute percentage error. I think you know that very well, right? Which forecast error you use, it depends. If it's high complex item, then you may consider MAPE. For low complex product, then you may consider MAD or MSC, right? Sometimes CFE, cumulative forecast, is the latest tool. I think I spell out that in your class, CFE, forecast error. Then inventory control, we are speaking about, right, in ABC, remember the approach of ABC, we need to know how frequent do you count high value item, right? So you need to count, could be, let's say, on every month, right? I think that's one example for that. Right, okay, done with topic 5. We have moved to topic 6. We came to topic 6, I think, sorry guys, take another 1-2 minutes. Topic 6, we have gone through MRP. We have done hands-on practice. Hands-on practice MRP. That there are 3 crucial information in designing MRP table. There are, right, what are those? Bill of material, item master file, and what are some MPS. With either one is missing, right, MRP fail to function. So you always remember that, right? This is the basic concept. You must know how to plan in the MRP table. You must know very well, right? So we have done a tough one the other day, right? So make sure they practice the 3 assignments are given to you from basic one. Please make sure you practice that, right? Okay. Okay. Next, did I miss anything else? Right. Topic 7, just in time. Basically just in time, I think you know very well. We break into a smaller lot, and this smaller lot has advantages where you're able to see that low inventory has been maintained, very low inventory, right? We speak about conventional purchasing order, a couple of days before the production comes in, you need more space to keep. Because of semi-bulky and bulky too big, don't tell me you're going to keep that and you have a space issue. Don't tell me that you're going for rental bonded warehouse. This may incur high costs. So one of the remedy is to come out or introduce just-in-time concept to control the inventory as far as concerned low inventory, right? So this could be done through hourly supply every 1 hour, every half day, every 1 day, right? And all this just-in-time should be very close proximity within the manufacturing plant. Supply shouldn't be very far away, right? So we gone through Kanban thing, you know, Kanban supermarket, Kanban production, right? You know that 2B inventory system and vendor management tree. All these fall under topic 7. All right, guys, that's the end of your BJT and K3023. Done. Thank you, guys. All right. Right. Do you have any question you'd like to ask me? Any question, guys? Look forward. Any question from you? Right. It's a great pleasure, right? And my privilege as a capacity as academic staff here, as the right facilitator. I'm very happy to guide you along the way, even the previous semester and semester before until today, the present. I'm very happy with my job, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to guide you, right, wherever you are, right. I pray for your success, right, and your health as well, right. So please say hello whenever you see me, right. Very sad, right? So I'm not going to see you by then. But then, you know, right, every single thing is that life goes on. So for you guys, right, you have done your part as the junior associate of mine, right, for the last 14 weeks. And my humble apology and very sorry if I've uttered, all right, any, you know, with you. I believe that I've done my part. It's now your job to deliver your part. So I look forward to your, so try your level best, right? All the questions, please attempt accordingly. Please do not leave any empty or blank space. Please answer everything, right? Question 1 to question 4. There are 4 questions only, right? So again, you know, final exam, I want to see more A's this time. Many left out, right? Especially MRP system. I can see a lot of blanks there, even without being guided properly. A lot of forecasts, calculation, you know. In fact, the theory part, half of the student able to answer, but half cannot because they've forgotten about that. All right. So keep on do something. All right. Try your level best to do. Practice is very important. Make sure you practice that. All right. Practice makes perfect. That's all from me, guys. And I was informed that I'll be teaching inventory management 2 groups this coming semester. All right. So at this moment, tentatively, I was informed that I'll be teaching on Sunday and Wednesday. That was been informed to me tentatively, but it's not confirmed, right? 2 groups. And third class, right? They're going to give me 3 classes. 2 classes inventory. 1 class could be could be 1 warehouse. I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Another one could be either or POM production order POM BJTNK 2023, or another one is quality management. It could be these 3. Right? 2 is confirmed inventory. The rest 3, the next one I'm not sure. Right? There'll be 3 classes in fact. Okay. If nothing much, let me share you the attendance. Ada sebarang soalan tak? Thank you, manager. Junway ada tak? Manager?